Welcome to the Quick Sub F1 podcast. My name is Nyasha, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. We appreciate that. Look, I don't know if it's a full moon outside. I don't know if it's the heat that's got to her, but I'm joined by my co-host and co-founder, Thandie Sabanda. Oh my God. What the hell are you doing here? What are you doing around these parts? I can't believe it. I got a text. She was like, do you want to record today? And I said, oh, wow, what's going on at home? Everything okay? Everything all right?
Going on at home. Anyway,
Time is slipping away from me.
I can't believe you just said that. That is crazy. So it's not about me. It's definitely not about Thandie right now. It's about you guys at home. Make sure.
you know what? I know my
Make
friend
sure you give
Abby's
us-
going to be listening to this. Like, why did you say that? You asked me what was
That
going
is
on at home.
crazy.
Anyway, yeah, life.
That's
But
crazy.
you know what? It's summer. It's warm, and we are the Quick Stop F1 podcast. Hi guys, how is everyone? Stop pulling.
Because you, I don't know what you want me to say right now. The thing is, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I went through my, I'm not gonna lie, you were what I would say as you'd like to poke the bear a little bit. You'd like to just get little stabs in,
That was crazy.
little things
Who
in. Like,
even said that? Please.
yeah.
When
So
did that happen?
obviously not, but yeah, it happened a while ago because
Really?
obviously that is not the situation anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my name is Nyasha, and you can be anyone about to hear us. You should be subscribed to this channel, okay? This is a Formula One podcast, not a friendship podcast. Me and Thandie are co-founders of a podcast. We don't even talk about each other's personal lives.
We don't even like each
If you
other.
like F1, don't even like each other. So if you like F1, make sure to subscribe to the channel. About 70% of you, 67% of you are not subscribed to the channel. That's 2/3 of you. You're watching this shit and you're leaving, coming into our life and leaving. Oh dear. So don't do that. Subscribe to us and we would love you. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify. Give us a podcast if you're on Apple Podcasts. And remember, if you want an ad-free stream, you can go to Patreon. Thandie.
I was actually here last
I'm
week.
gonna ask you-
No, I wasn't. I was not there last week. Never mind. I wasn't. That's a lie.
You weren't here last week.
We had the fabulous Denny on. Great episode. Loved that.
That was a good episode. Very good episode. And actually, just to let you guys know, we're so close to 3,000 subscribers right now. I think we're a couple of, at the time of recording, big milestone. We're getting to each 1,000 quicker and quicker. So who knows? Maybe we could even reach 4,000 this year. So, but yeah, thank you so much for everyone who's subscribed recently. Welcome to the channel. Thandie, a slow news week for F1. There's not really been a lot that has grabbed my attention. So I am going to read you a series of statements today.
Okay.
And I want you to answer yes or no and give your reasoning why, okay?
Okay, go.
Cool. Right. So the first statement is to do with Charles Leclerc. Obviously, given the fact that Ferrari won the Le Mans this weekend, congratulations. And there was a lot of banter flying around because Antonio Giovinazzi, ex-Ferrari Racing Academy, so he won as part of the one, and there's a lot of people saying, Antonio Giovinazzi has achieved more than Charles Leclerc has at Ferrari. Now, obviously, that's not true, but it's always fun to banter Charles. However, having said all of that, the statement is, can Charles Leclerc ever win a title at Ferrari?
Not whilst the current driver standing is that. He can't win anything as long as Max is there, as long as Checo is there, As long as Lewis is there, there's a lot of people in front of him.
So, did you say
Just
Checo?
Yeah.
Like Checo Perez?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Checo Perez in a Red Bull. Right. You're talking about Checo in a fast car, not Checo like as a racing driver.
Yeah, no. Oh, okay.
Do you think Charles Leclerc is a better
okay.
racing driver than... I'm making sure. I'm just making sure. Do you think Charles Leclerc is a better racing driver than Checo Perez, obviously?
I do. No, I don't actually. No, I don't.
Cool. Yeah, so...
Why did you do that? You were like, obviously.
You think...
And I said, yeah. No, I don't.
You think Checo Perez is a better, faster racing car driver than Charles Leclerc?
The more you repeat it, the more I'm now being gaslit into an answer that I'm not sure is correct. I don't know what I mean now.
Okay, no, sorry. Could you explain it? Could you explain your answer? I guess. Do you think that maybe he's more complete?
Because Checo's in a faster car.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're agreeing. Yeah. No. This is what I said before. So so Charles Leclerc is going to struggle to beat Checo Perez, whilst Checo Perez is in a Red Bull, basically, because the Red Bull is in. Yeah. No. That's what I said.
Yeah.
So I didn't make myself clearer earlier when I was saying what I was saying. So look, that's fine. I think I agree with that statement. I think for me, I would say that. I'd say it's hard. I've actually got a question similar coming up, but I do think it's going to be hard for Charles Leclerc to win a Ferrari, especially in the next 2 years, basically, until obviously he's not going to win this year, 2024, 2025, and then the new engine regulations come in. So we've got like a reset the way that we had this year, and there's news that the people are trying to make the cars a bit lighter. And, over fears that the current regulations have kind of failed in that the cars are too big, they're too clunky. So we might see a completely different redesign in 2026, which could bring Charles Leclerc to the front. But I don't think it's possible for Charles Leclerc with the current standings of cars and the way Ferrari is. I just don't think. I guess another question I'll ask then is, do you think Fred Vasseur is the right man to lead Ferrari? Or no, maybe not that question.
Okay.
Do you think any one man will be able to lead Ferrari back to their glory years? Or is it like a poison chalice?
I think one man can come in and change a club. As a Liverpool fan, I know that about Klopp. As an Arsenal fan, you know that about that other guy. So I don't think it's going to be like a group thing.
It could be both.
I could not care less. Okay. But yeah, I don't think it's going to take a team. I think it just takes that one guy who's just got an eye for it. And I think when you're in the same position and you just keep trying and trying and trying, sometimes, you can try as hard as you want, but it's just not going to work. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You're stupid.
No.
Yeah. So you can't have... you can't have... Shut up.
You can't... Sometimes, you keep trying... You can't keep trying and trying, and you give your all, and you could give the best of yourself. You could give all of yourself. You could maybe give more of yourself to,
do you know what I
something
mean?
that you've given to anything in your whole life. But sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yeah. So, I think if like Ferrari was always your dream, shut up, Nyasha. I just feel like it's gonna be one guy just gonna walk in and kind of just. The dynamics are going to change. No more long lunch breaks.
Yeah.
No more cheeky cig breaks.
Right.
No more spending the budget on parties and not actual machinery. No more getting hand me downs from Haas. You know, stuff like that. Takes just one man to come in and flick to change.
It does, right? It does. It just takes one person. And I think you're right. I think, look, Fred could be that guy. Fred seems like the kind of person that will go over the company accounts. Like, hang around.
Yeah,
We're
wait a
spending
minute.
250,000 euros on this. Wait, what? Pardon? Like, what the fuck is
Exactly.
this?
Well,
Guys, we cannot have an end of
What is this
stream.
unexplained amount? That's what you need. Someone who's actually going to go through everything and be
No, you
like,
do need
what
that.
is this? Mm-hmm.
We are, he will go through it with a fine-tooth comb, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's what they need.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they need.
Mm-hmm.
And look, who knows? Do I think Charles Leclerc will ever win a title at Ferrari? You know what? The romantic in me says yes. The
Yeah.
romantic in me says that is a story. Like Charles Leclerc, with everything that kind of happened with him and his dad and his, the sacrifices he's made and the fact that he's, his dream was to drive for Ferrari. They sponsored him from the youth series. He came in, kind of put the end to Vettel's career at Ferrari. You could argue Vettel put the end to his own career, to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
Yikes. Yep.
and he
got
it in there. Got it in there. You know me.
Yeah. Gosh. And he was like this little test tube baby. They'd like bring, visitors in and be like, oh yeah, this floating child in the cylinder, that's our next champion. We'll call him Charles.
Yeah.
A real king.
Nice. I like
the
it.
dream goes on, doesn't
Kind of
it?
like the
dream goes
opposite
on.
of Eminem and Dr. Dre in that music video. Where
What's the
Eminem's
music video?
I love you, Dr. Dre. You made I can't remember. I need a
Yeah,
doctor.
what was- I
or
know.
something.
I can't remember it. Yeah, good album.
But you believed in me when no one else would. That's pretty so. So yeah, I think it'd be an incredible story. I think it'd be an incredible story for F1, and F1 needs stories. I think at the moment we're devoid of stories, which is why it's a bit dry right now. There's not a lot of us. That's why they're going crazy over Alonso at Aston Martin, because really, other than that, Mercedes obviously being crap and then potentially coming back again, that's a story, but it's not a lot of meat on that bone, especially if Lewis is giving George the work every weekend like he seems to be doing at the moment. So, F1 needs stories, and Charles Leclerc and Ferrari is a good story. So I would be here for it if it did happen, for sure. For sure. Speaking of stories, in fact, we will come back to this after a few messages from our sponsors.
Our
Thank you for listening. Right. The next question.
Right.
Speaking of stories, I hate I'm even having to. I mean, I know you've seen it. Lewis Hamilton, Shakira was at Barcelona last week. Obviously, Shakira was, she had clearly lived in Barcelona for a very long period of time because
with her ex-man
was married. Yeah,
to Piqué. Yeah,
with her ex-man. Yeah, to Piqué. So, she was in Barcelona, and it could have been obviously clearly, and then she was seen at dinner with Lewis Hamilton. Now, when people first broke the story, it was like Chinese whispers. Oh, Lewis and Shakira sharing dinner together. Oh my god! And then you see the pictures, and there's like 4 other niggas there. Daniel Caesar's looking so happy to be there. I don't even understand. Like, he's so good. I've seen Daniel Caesar in 2 pics now with Lewis Hamilton in the last 6 days, and I'm like, what? When did these two become friends? But I've got a theory that I would share.
I have a theory as to why Daniel Caesar and Lewis Hamilton are friends. But if I say it, you don't want me to say it, you don't want me to say it.
I think, you know what? Those of us on the same wavelength, knowing Daniel Caesar and his history. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I just, do you know what I'm
Take a
saying?
walk on the colored side.
Anyway.
And all the colored girls go do 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 do. Never heard that song? No?
I have. I caught it just at the end. I was just dancing
and
along.
Ivory live together in That's all I need to say in it. But okay, back to it.
She's
So we
got
got
jungle fever. She's got jungle.
Yeah.
So, Lewis Hamilton and Shakira. So in my mind, look, they're probably friends. Lewis has lots of celebrity friends. Lewis has lots of celebrity friends who are women, but obviously Lewis and Shakira, that could be a power couple, and it's since come out that they are dating. You know, we've got the famous People magazine kind of thing. Well, my first statement to you is, do you think that this is a real relationship?
No, I don't. Mind me for being so unoptimistic about love, but I'm not feeling it. Like, if I had just come out of a relationship with PK, I've had kids with him, he's been like shagging this woman who was eating my jam in my house. She was eating, that's how Shakira found out, if you didn't know. She found out this girl was eating jam. This is not sexual innuendo. Why are you doing that? It's not sexual.
I know this. It's just crazy. Just crazy. Like, do you know what I mean? Imagine you've covered all your tracks. You covered every last track, and this heifer goes in your fridge and starts eating the jam that you don't even eat, bro. I don't even eat jam. I don't even like jam. You know, jam is childish.
Yeah. You best
jam.
know.
When I think of jam, after you.
I want to go back to why you think of jam, but I was thinking, you know, that jam was bought with freaking royalties from the freaking Shakira, Beyonce. With my royalties, I will buy my blood clot jam, and if I don't feel like eating it, you are not invited to eat my jam. You stranger. You pedestrian.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Men are wicked. Anyway, continue.
Sneaking around someone's house and making yourself a jam sandwich is fucking crazy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, order some Deliveroo. Imagine, I can't even imagine making a jam sandwich in a house that doesn't belong to me. The entitlement is, you gotta go and get the bread, then you gotta go to the fridge, or go to the cupboard. I mean, people keep fucking jam. Jam is the most childish fucking spread in the world as well.
Have you ever...
How old is this woman?
I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever been in a situation where you've been dealing with a woman who is in a relationship?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you guys eat? Because I'll tell you what we ate when that happened to me. Did you guys order?
Right, okay. I cooked for.
Oh, gosh. God dang. Get away from me.
So,
but that's what it is. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I cooked for. Yeah.
But yeah, back to it. Back to Formula One. Back to Formula One. Like, Shakira needs a rebound. She said, "Okay, you've gone off with Jam Girl. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get an 7-time asterisk world champion."
Yeah.
And he's going to be a Formula One driver, and he's going to make way more than you, and he's going to be Lewis Hamilton, and I am going to do a press run that's going to start from Monaco to Canada, maybe end around Vegas, depending how I'm feeling, you know. Right. So I don't think it's serious, and if it is, then you know, each to one's own. But I think it's like two consenting adults just having fun. If I was a millionaire, I'd probably be on the same shit.
Yeah, no. Honestly, you know how Laurie Harvey gives out like the press packs. They were saying like she get. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's what Lewis is doing. Lewis is just giving out like the press pack of like, you know, you get like diamond package, gold package. and whatever, and the more you pay, the more. So if you want like rumors, you pay bronze. If you want like rumors and like a picture on the yacht, you'll get gold. If you want rumors and the yacht and the dinner and garage diamond package, then you'll pay that. So I think Shakira's PR said, you know what, we're going to tap into this.
Go on, sorry. Leading into this conversation, we should remind you guys to subscribe to our Patreon, where you will receive a tier of different information and gold stars. I digress. Go.
Thank you. Best believe. So, yeah, I don't think it's true. I hope they don't ask him about it. Oh my God, that bomb's gone on for ages. I hope they don't ask him about it at the race. But I guess if we're going to bring it back to F1, Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes have brought upgrades. They looked great in Spain. They're saying potentially that they're not going to look as good in Canada.
Right.
Completely different type of track, twisty track, although big braking areas. So it'll be interesting to see long straight, but there are some slow technical corners. Mercedes have made really good improvements, but obviously still quite some way behind Red Bull.
Yeah.
My statement to you is, in the next 2 years, do you think that Lewis Hamilton will win his 8th title?
Does the next 2 years include this year?
No, sorry. It's not going to happen this season. So 2024, 2025. Do you think Lewis Hamilton will win his 8th world title? Or 9th, depending how you look at it.
9th. Yes. Yes, I'm going to keep faithful. Yes, of course I do.
Yeah.
2 years, light work. Easy.
I love it. Yes! Hi, PM! We're back! No. Deluded! We're so deluded. I love it. I think we will. You know what? I think we will. My only issue is Red Bull, man. Those guys, I don't even think we're seeing how fast they truly are if they had to really get on it. So it'd be interesting if Mercedes start getting within like 0.2 of a second in qualifying or something.
Right.
If Red Bull the next race just like pull out another half a second or in like whatever. I do think that they are very far ahead, but I am confident that now I just wish that we had gone to this spec of the car a lot earlier. I think they got gassed by what happened in Brazil.
Yeah.
With George winning and us being the quickest car, and they thought, you know what, all this work we've done, all this data collection Lewis did, that worked. This concept must work, and they stayed with the slim, thick, no side pods design. And then we've come to Bahrain, and Toto Wolff's called it the worst day of his racing life, because he knew, he's like, we've wasted months and so much money following this bullshit design, and we slap on. We do these upgrades, and now the car looks a lot better. And I'm really happy that we had Spain. I will say that we looked great in Spain last year, so it could be a full start.
It could just be a thing, yeah.
This year, Mario, could you just get the results up for Canada last year, please? I can't quite remember what happened with Mercedes. So it'll be really cool to see like what. Yeah, if there is an improvement on last year, so I think I might watch the Canadian. Oh, some homework. I might watch the Canadian Grand Prix from last year and see what happened. But yeah, I think I'm interested. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It's such a shame you weren't there last week, because I remember thinking like, I wish that we could share in this joy together. Like we've just had like a year and a half of having to be positive and having to make content out of fucking shit.
And here we are.
We've had to make
scramblings.
like, do you know what I mean? scramblings. I like that. Scramblings.
Scramblings.
Mario says it was Max Science Hamilton podium. Oh, Lewis ended 7 seconds behind Max, GR fourth, 5 seconds behind Lewis. I feel like there was a safety car. There must have been. So just don't understand how we're only 7 seconds behind in the top three. That's a very close race. So yeah, I think late safety car. Thank you. My F1 knowledge. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But I think it'd be really cool. It'd be really cool for us to be able to make happy content again and not have to make content around how shit we are. So
Yeah, because it sucks being a loser.
forward to.
I don't want to be a loser. I don't want to be part of the losing team. I don't want to sit there and say I'm sitting with the losers.
No.
Does this face look like it loses? No.
No, not at all. I've actually just thought of a question. It's very random, but I guess
Right.
I'm gonna ask you anyway.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yes. Nothing.
No. It's nothing. Like, don't worry. Nothing. No. I was having a conversation with someone the other day about Naomi Schiff. Everyone knows I love Naomi Schiff. That is my baby girl for life. Anyone says anything negative about her, I will cut.
I love that.
I will cut it. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. I'm literally gonna shank it. Okay? But
Yeah.
But someone said something to me the other day. Also, I'm gonna put a question to you. Is Naomi Schiff more harshly judged as a presenter / analyst on Sky than other presenters / analysts?
Now I don't want to be the person who mentions names, but you know she is, and we know why. I think there's always a thing that comes with being a really gorgeous woman where people just associate it with like fickleness. Naomi is incredibly educated on what she talks about. And I think there's also a pressure of being very good looking and a Black woman. So there's that as well. So yeah, 100%. I've seen some crazy takes from some of these white women on the timeline who are your content creator favorites. I've met them in person and heard them say these crazy takes to my face. Yeah, I'll be out. And so I just think, and they never get questioned on it. You will get the odd account that might just, throw some misogyny, but they'll never get the extent to what Naomi gets. And to that, I salute her. So yeah, I think there's those two factors with Naomi.
Yes. And I'd love to know who that was. But because I need to cut them. I would, what I wanted to ask was, do you think that when she says, let's say when she comes out with opinions that are maybe, I don't want to say anti-Lewis, but maybe Lewis critical or Lewis agendery, kind of sounding the same as like what we hear from the white analysts or just other analysts, right? Do you think that it's one of those things where, actually, let me do this. Put yourself there, right? 5 years time, Sky offer you a bag, and they offer you a bag so good that you seen that little meme with the ant and the bag, and you take your belongings and you leave Quicks Up F1 and you go off to Pastures New and you go be like a Sky analyst, right? Or Sky presenter or whatever.
Right.
And do you think that you would feel let's say in your first couple of years, would you feel a pressure? How you were on Quickstop is how you were. But do you think on that kind of platform, do you think that you could be the same person? Would you try and be the same person? Would you feel pressure to maybe conform or maybe whatever, maybe fit in.
I think
How would you approach it
I think
as
there's
a black woman
aspects
in a white environment as well?
I think there's aspects of like going out there and knowing who is buttering your bread and what's paying you. And I think Naomi is given the freedom to obviously have her own opinion on the race, but there are certain aspects and things that need to be mentioned when she's interviewing or just doing a piece to camera. So with that comes a script, and a script is not always written by yourself. It's a carefully orchestrated agenda. And also look at who Naomi works for. Like, I do not need to say much more. She works for F1 Media. And if F1 Media is regurgitating a certain opinion or a certain agenda, it's unfortunate that everybody who is getting paid by F1 Media, even if you don't agree with it, even if you have your own personal opinion, even if you are mates with Lewis, even if it's one of those kinfolk with skinfolk type things, you've still got to say what you've got to say because your bread is being buttered by F1 Media. So I do feel for her. Yeah. But she brings a great aspect to Formula One. She brings a new audience. She speaks for black women like me. Do you know what I mean? So I do see the appeal in why hiring her, and I'm very happy for sis. It's just unfortunate that we can't all just be blind and just think, you get a job and you can continue to regurgitate everything that comes to your head. You can't. That is the reality of it all. That is the reality of media. hmm And there's somewhere in Naomi's
Yeah.
contract where it
No,
probably says that.
100%. Well, yeah, maybe explicitly or inexplicitly. I think what you don't want is to upset the apple cart too much. So I think that, but also, you know what? If I'm going to be honest,
Mm.
I think she has the agency to think and say what she wants. And I think there's nothing wrong with her
Yeah.
saying and thinking certain things if that's
Yeah.
what she genuinely thinks.
Yeah.
I do think, I think it's a bit of both. What I will say is the fact that she's absolutely fine, clouding my judgment 1,000,000%. Don't come to me looking for unbiased takes, okay? I want to be biased as fuck, but I do think it's I just sometimes I do see the content around her from all sides, and I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't envy it. I'll tell you that now. That's the
the
only thing.
easiest
Like, I
job,
don't
is
envy
it?
it. I think no, it's not. I think if she went one way, I think she'd get absolutely peppered if she went one way, and I think if she went another way, she'd get absolutely peppered. I think she has to toe a line of kind of balancing act of trying to say what she believes, but also appeal to the masses, and that can genuinely mean anything. That can mean pro Lewis on one side and pro Max on the other side, or that can mean pro Max on one side and pro Lewis on the other side. Like, really, either way, if you go out on a limb and say anything in F1, if it's two to one side, immediately you get. Do you know what I realized about F1? Yeah, I feel like F1. I think because there's a lot of young people whose frontal lobes haven't developed yet.
Right.
I think there's some of that.
Yeah.
I think there's. I don't know how to say this, but I've never met a group of people who take everything so literally in my life. Example: we made a TikTok. Charles Leclerc hates Xavi. Clearly, we're joking. There's a whole skit in there about Xavi forging his job application and someone calling up and pretending to be his reference. Right. Clearly sarcasm, clearly satire. Comment: Charles has said before that he doesn't hate Xavi. Why would you? Go! It's a joke! It is a joke! But people are unable, I think people are unable to, or unwilling to take nuance,
yeah,
or take some of them. I guess, leading on to my next statement,
Yeah.
is the cult-like fandom in F1 a good thing or not?
Yes. Yeah. Overall, it's a great thing because I think throughout this turmoil with Lewis losing and like we all collectively as Team LH just took the L, but we made comedy of it and we made events out of just us kind of all collectively coming in and saying, you know, life sucks right now, but as long as we've got each other. So, you know, that's how the cult works.
We did a funeral. We did a funeral live show.
We did a whole funeral.
That's so funny when you think about it.
That is hilarious. It's quite geeky, to be fair. It's giving geeks.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I think that's so beautiful. But then you do obviously get, there's always going to be weirdos amongst every 10 people. There's going to be like at least 6 weirdos, and there's always going to be that weirdo who takes it too far, you know. So I think that's where it kind of goes wrong, where, you know, people are ride or dies and don't even want to hear a single like slander towards that one person. We've all been there. Like, I stand certain people, artists, where I know for a fact they're problematic, but I don't want to hear it because I'm a stan. I'm a weirdo. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Do I personally think there are certain cults within Formula One which are more annoying than the other? 100%. I think some of yours even match the driver's personality, which makes you even that more annoying. No offense, but okay.
I'm going to say no, it's not a bad thing. What I would say is there's things that F1 fandom has taught me, and I think I'm really grateful for that. I think I mentioned in the nylon interview we had. Oh shit! Don't piss me off! Oh my god! Respect us, okay? I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, okay? Some of you know what, Thandie, there's one thing there's one thing I don't like.
Which is
unsolicited advice. Sorry, did you say I don't like bitches?
No, I said which is.
Oh, witches. I was like, I love all of that. But and obviously we don't refer to girls as bitches, but obviously if that's your vernacular. So I hate unsolicited advice so much. It's fine. You don't have to have a podcast. You don't have to make content. But I think the people who are like, you guys are too biased, you're never going to be big. Honestly, if I look at the F1 podcasting space right now, if I'm very honest about who is more influential than Quickstop F1 in the F1 podcasting space, I am genuinely running out of people.
Same.
It's not filling one hand. It's not filling one hand. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk my shit right now. I'm sick and tired of this shit. The people that want us to be less biased, you don't want me to have nice things. Okay? You don't want me to be a nylon magazine. You don't want me to be a send gifts by Dre. You don't want me to have live shows with fans that love us and come and travel to meet us because they're great and they understand good shit and they have taste. And a lot of them are very nice looking, respectfully. Shout out you lot. I love you guys. Black women are beautiful. So for me, no, we're not going to be less biased, because if we were, then we'll just be these plain Jane motherfuckers who will fade into obscurity because no one will care about us because we're not making the content that gets the people going. I'm sorry. You can't
Yeah.
do this shit if you don't get the people going. If you don't invoke emotion. And there's much, like I said in the Nylon article, I didn't realize they had 2 million fucking Instagram followers. That was nice, actually. Seeing that, I was like, wow, we're on the fucking front, we're on the grid of the Nylon Instagram page. Oh, my picture's there. Clicked on it and I was cropped out. Cropped out. You and Jay look great, though. Cropped out.
Damn. Oh, damn.
Anyway, I've said how I feel. How do you feel about the nylon? Sorry, for those that don't know, we were shout out to India Roby for an incredible article about how Black F1 content creators are revolutionizing F1 content creation. And Thandie and I were featured in that. How did you feel? I know you're a big fan of those type of things. As a journalist yourself,
This
it must be really
man-
cool to be in that kind of publication.
I mean, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was so beautiful. I thought that one was really important as
It
well,
was
being
really beautiful.
featured next to like our brother Jay, Nyasha being cropped out, being recognized for being revolutionist. Beautiful stuff. Fantastic.
was
I don't
really
really need to toot my horn because, you know, numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. You know, articles don't lie. We'll keep going. Do you know what I mean? We just keep going.
No, the article. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, shout out India,
like,
man.
Who's giving you that? Shout out India. What a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I just think, like, for me, it is just so cool having having the support. I mean, look, it's crazy. We have more support from America than we do in our own country, which is really sad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's really sad that I think for Beats by Dre, UK is probably like the only UK thing that we've had.
Kind of Netflix
which
UK.
says a lot because it's a Netflix UK. That was nice.
Beautiful Gums.
Beautiful Gums, yeah. Like it was nice, I guess. Like it was nice. And you know what? That was nice. But I guess, yeah. And look at us. Oh, it's only Netflix and Beats by Dre. Oh my god, look at us. But
Yeah.
it just, you know, some like grassroots, some like kind of grassroots kind of journalists or like support from like the community would be awesome. But I guess that's why I'm moving to America and fucking this place off, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, if we can get all of that, then we can.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna
speaking of
move
subscribe,
to America too.
Yeah. Is that why you're moving?
Yeah, and to be
No.
free.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And to be free, that's fair play. I just think, yeah, for me, I think there's just a lot more there for us.
Yeah.
And, we'll go from there. But thank you for that article. I can't remember how we actually got to that point. Oh, how did we get to
It
that
was about
point?
F1 fandom. F1 fandoms.
Oh, yes. I was saying in that article, thank you. Wow, that's so good. My memory is fried.
Yeah.
I would like to. Yeah, I've learned a lot. So, I think I said a big reason why I think we got big was the fan cams, which I kind of saw from F1, and I think we kind of tapped into that quite early. How we edited our shorts, how we edited our fan cams, I think that lent us to a lot of people, and I think it helps us to grow quite quickly. But I think the fandom stuff is like, I don't know. I used to be one of those people that was like, oh, I hate these new age fans. Why are they talking about, like, you know, why is there such a focus on, like, you know, if a driver's hot or if a driver's like personal life? And obviously we don't want the weird people who are like stalking people and that. But for me, that's the fucking funniest shit about this space. Like,
Yeah.
I came into this trying to being like, oh, let's look at the designs and arrows and tentacle shit. Like, that stuff is boring. Boring. Scaring the hose. Boo! Oh my god! Boo this man! Honestly, imagine if we were that type of podcast. And I get it, that type of podcast. There is a place for that. But I just want to say, like, it is the people who create that type of content online, and they don't have to be content creators, but they're just, they're people who talk about all the funny shit in F1, and a lot of them are girls and women, and I just think it makes the space a lot of a better space. Football Twitter is funny in a dark humor kind of way, whereas like F1 Twitter is just like the stupidest. Football Twitter is just like, for me, it's funny, but you've got to suspend all kind of like moral kind of look at it, whereas with F1 Twitter, it's just stupid. Will Ferrell always says that his ultimate goal when filming a movie is just to be this. I think when he said he was doing Anchorman, he was just like, I am going to be the stupidest person in the world. How stupid can I get? And that is what F1 Twitter is like, or F1 content in general. I think it's really cool. And I think that should be embraced. And I think the people who don't like it are the people that I don't even want to appeal to anyway. Like if you don't like that side of it, and you just want everyone to be serious, and if you want everyone to just be like Sky Sports Light, then go and watch them, man. And I hope their live show is great. I hope it's entertaining. I hope their podcast is entertaining, and I hope you enjoy it. That's not what you're gonna get here, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So yeah, that's what I've got to say on that.
Thank you. Basically. That was lovely, Nyasha.
Oh, thank you. Did I go on a bit? I think I did.
No, I loved it. Like, it was a perfect way to round up the fandom. Fandom? I don't like how I said the fandom conversation. But I'm not going to lie. Some of you straight up are weirdos. And it's fine sometimes to be a normal weirdo. But then don't take it too far.
Yeah, don't be a creep. Don't be a creep. Don't, you know what I mean? But, you shouldn't have said that was a schoolboy error.
I was actually about to say that we are. I was actually just about to say at the end of this recording, can we redo the intro? But thank you for mentioning that in the middle of the recording. That's great. Great reminder. That's fantastic. Thank you.
We'll beep it out. We'll beep it out. We'll beep out all of this. Oh, you know what?
No, because if you beep it out, it's gonna sound like, oh, you sound pregnant. Because it's gonna be like, oh, because you are beep. It's gonna be Thandie's not been coming to the shows because she's with child.
Well, you didn't not come to the show because you're beep. You know what I mean? You were annoyed.
I came to the I didn't come to the show because I was doing beep 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 and beep beep beep. Oh, good times.
I don't know. This is like, normally it's me sabotaging the product, but today you've really gone out. You've gone all out. Like you really,
what you mean?
Really done. You've done a number. You've done a number on us today. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're looking forward to the brand deal conversations we're gonna have in the next couple of days. God. Okay. Quickly, let's go. Let's wrap this up. We're done. So, what? We've got Canada coming up. Any particular wishes that you want from the Canadian Grand Prix? Anything that you want to see? Anything that you want to? Any bold predictions?
If I had one wish, I would see. If I had one wish, I would like to see. What? Why are you laughing?
because I just remembering the singing that I think I have recorded still. Of us singing that
okay.
Every Time We're Lying. So I thought you were just referencing that, so that's why I was laughing.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. If I had one wish, it being, home ground to Lance Stroll, I would actually like to see him prove me wrong from what that fucking terrible performance he did 2 races ago. I'd actually like to see him take control and actually prove to us why he's in that seat. That would be quite interesting. I feel like it is just going to be a very regular F1 race, similar to the ones we've been seeing again. But, would love to see Mercedes really show them everything we've been chatting on the internet is for reals, and we are actually getting very much better since Spain. But yeah. Do I have any other hopes? You guys are saying that Sainz was second last year. That's really interesting. That's very, very interesting. Do I think that's going to happen again?
Probably still gave him donkey today.
I probably did. And I am prejudging. I am literally pre-putting this. I'm putting my freaking tinfoil on it right now. I'm wrapping it. I'm putting it in the fridge for next week's podcast, because he is going to be my donkey for next week's podcast, because that man is doo-doo, okay? There you go.
Okay.
What's your predicaments?
Canada.
Predictions.
I've got a few predicaments still, but I would say no, not like that. I would say Canada. Lance Stroll did do well last race, but I think he would have been overtaken by Alonso if Alonso wasn't doing that weird thing where he's pretending not to pass him. So it doesn't really count.
That one's part of the contract, by the way.
What else? Yeah, do you reckon there's a contract too?
Yeah, you have to try and make Lance look good at all times. So if you are going to pass him, don't make it look like that. No humiliating him. He's very sensitive.
Right, okay. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. You know what? It's actually quite weird. I don't know if you ever seen. It's a very niche reference. But I was gonna say, you ever seen Gladiator? You ever seen Gladiator?
Gladiators. I'm not that young.
No, not that Gladiators. No,
Damn.
That's Awooga. Wow, that's old. That one. Gladiator is a film with Russell Crowe, and there's a Caesar's son. He's called Commodore, and he's just he's not that strong, or he doesn't have that much leadership qualities. He's nothing like his dad. And then Russell Crowe comes in, and he leads them to battle and victory. And Commodore's dad is you're not going to be emperor because you're little sniveling little prick, basically.
Did you
and
know
then he kills
that?
him. Oh. So yeah.
Did you know? Did you know that?
It's a good film.
Did you know that Julius Caesar used to sleep with Cleopatra? He was down for the swirl. She even had a kid with him.
Was he? Really?
Yeah. Julius Caesar, Daniel Caesar, same bag. You know?
And on that note, we're going to end it there. If you've got this far, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give us a subscription. We're on 2,988 subscribers. So thank you so much for all the subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you. This has been a bit of an off the wall episode, but that's what happens when there's barely any news. If you want to leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, you can do. Leave us an Apple review on podcast. Mario, could you get a collection of our Apple Podcast reviews, please? And I will read them out in the next pod. So please, if you leave one, I will read them out on the next podcast next Monday or Tuesday. And then Patreon, if you want a Patreon ad-free stream. Guys, Thank you so much. Love you all. Subscribe. I've said that. So remember, no matter what life throws at you, in the words of Julius Caesar, keep it on the black
Keep
stuff.
it on the black stuff. That's funny. I like that. You smart.
No, thank you. I'm so smart. Thank you.
You know
Take
what I
care,
mean?
guys. Look, mate, if you've got this far, clearly you like what we do. So here's a link to subscribe to the Quicks Up F1 family. Give that a click. And here's another link to some more cool on our channel. Sorry, cool stuff. And remember, no matter what happens, keep it on the black stuff. Click the stuff. Click the links. Click the links. Click the links. There. They're there.